What's up, guys? As always, I'm Bobathan, and today's day 48 or 49, one of them. I don't know how I could possibly forget which day it is every day. Believe it's 48 or 49. I don't know. Whatever it is, welcome. Today's video, I wanted to record a lot earlier, but it's now currently 8 p.m. I got into Niagara Falls at 6:15 in the morning, went to bed at 7, woke up at noon, went back to bed at about 2, and then woke up at 6. So my day's been really weird. Spent a bit of time with my parents, had dinner, stuff like that, because today's family day in Ontario, so we did that. Today's video is going to be a bit of like a blast from the past. We're going to go to places where I used to either spend a lot of time or where I went to school, where I grew up. We're just going to show you areas like that. We're going to get the best possible view we can get, even though it's a little dark out, because tomorrow's video is going to be different. Tomorrow I think I'm going to go to some of the high rises in Niagara, just show off the downtown of Niagara a bit, how cool it can be. Maybe go into a hotel and press all the buttons. That's an idea. No, so we'll see. We'll see what we're gonna do. But yeah, today's video, we're gonna go to my old schools. We're gonna go old workplaces, stuff like that. Okay, let's head out. You know, I've lived in Canada all my fucking life, and every time I leave outside in the winter, I never expect it to be this cold. This is flawless. No, there's a flaw in my plan here. It's really cold, so we're still gonna do it, but I'm gonna freeze my ass off because I didn't bring a winter jacket. I just brought a windbreaker. So we're on our way out now, though. Let's go to the first stop. So this is the street I grew up on. Hopefully the quality's not awful. Yeah, I grew up all the way down here. Got some houses, and then right here. Oh, the quality's terrible right now. Better probably out this window. These two houses. This one right here. Holy shit, the quality. Oh, there we go. That house right there. And that house right there are the two houses I grew up in. Lived there most of my life, and yeah, then my parents moved when I was in university, and now I live there. So yeah, this is the street I grew up on. We're gonna just turn and we're gonna go see my elementary school as a little blast from the past video. So this is where I went to elementary school. It's a pretty small school. If I went in there now, my head would probably almost touch the roof. It was very, very small. That gym hasn't changed since my brother went here, and it's super duper small. Let's see if I can get a bit more of the. You got a nice little outdoor area that was never here when I went here. We're just gonna pull over. A nice little outdoor area that was never here when I was here. Right there. We have to get past this. Okay. And then, got all that. Turn right here. This is where I went to daycare, like literally across the street from my elementary school. And then you got a nice, it's a massive, massive lot. Like the field was huge, and there's a giant park in the back. So yeah, that's where I went to elementary school and daycare. We're gonna hop over and go to my high school. Okay, so now we're at my high school. Most of what you're going to see on the outside is brand new. wasn't really here when I was here. This court, there was a teacher here. It's hard for me not to call them professors. My instinct is to call them professors. There was a teacher here for years that raised a ton of money himself to build this sports complex. So this was his project, and I believe in my grade 12 year, he finally got the money and they started building it then. I don't think it was ever fully complete while I was at the school, but it was always a project of his, and I'm glad he got it. It's a beautiful basketball court when it's not covered in snow. Everything's regulation. Usually super busy in the summer. Yeah, that's that. We're gonna turn and start to move. So we were a pretty big school, like 1,200 kids. So it's pretty big. It's nice and long. It was a 2-story building. Upstairs was shaped like an L, and then downstairs was your typical high school. Yeah, everyone either loved or hated high school, and I was definitely one of those who loved it. As you can see, it's pretty big, and we're only halfway past it. So like, yeah, I really liked high school. I had a lot of fun here. As you can see, this is our cafeteria, and right about where I'm about to stop, there's a little room that used to be an equipment room, and it was we kind of commandeered it as the football players, and it became our football room. I believe they don't have it anymore. I think someone got it taken away for skipping too much class in there. But yeah, this is where it used to be. Right on the other side of this wall would have been the entrance. And then over here, unfortunately I can't get in, or else I'd go out on the field. This was our high school football field, where we spent a lot of our time. Usually from the end of August till December, we'd spend all our time here. I was here, we were 3-time provincial champs. They went on to win the next year too. So it was pretty awesome. I wasn't very good at football, but it was great to be a part of that team. And then when we left, they built a nice turf field that has, they basically got a brand new field paid for by the school after all of us left. So that's cool for them. It's a beautiful field. We've come back to watch games. It's surrounded by a track. It's really, really good for them that they got it. It's just a shame we didn't get it while we were here. So, and you can kind of see the light in the background. That's a scoreboard. We also didn't have that while I was here. So yeah, this is my high school. So this one really sucks. I was gonna show you guys where I went to summer camp, and it used to also be like a key place for sledding, and now it's barricaded off, which is super sad. I was gonna show you the top part too, but there's some sketchy guy there and I didn't feel comfortable. So yeah, it up top became a dog park, but the actual park's still there, and it's really sad that this is closed off, because I was here every summer for camp, and it was a lot of fun. Actually, this is really sad. Okay, I guess we'll go elsewhere. So our last stop's gonna be the job sector. I'm gonna show you the three places I worked here in Niagara Falls before getting a job at the casino in Brantford. I worked here all through high school and my first 2 years of university, so I'll show you where those are. So the first place I'm showing you is the Great Wolf Lodge. I'm sure many of you have heard of it. It's a water park here in Niagara Falls. There's, I believe, there were 9 in the world. I believe when I worked here it was 9 or 8. We have one here in Niagara Falls, obviously. I worked here for 2 years. 1 year as a water slide attendant and 1 year as a lifeguard. Yeah, if you like water parks, this is the place to go. Other than that, I don't really have much to say. This wasn't my first job. This was just the order of which I was driving, and this was the closest one to where I was at. So this is one of them. Okay, I can't really get much because it's all gated off over there, but if you can see over there, I'm trying to get you a best view of it. I used to work down here right by the falls. The water's right there. You can see them lit up. I used to work right down here on like little carts, and I'd serve hot dogs. And so, yeah, that's essentially what I did for Grandview. I either worked there as a hot dog guy, or I was inside cooking burgers and shit and selling those. It was essentially a fast food place that had little, like, it wasn't like a chain, it's just the Niagara Parks Commission. I'm not going to show you the other one, because I'm going to just go home. There's no real point. I only worked there for like half a summer. I sold tickets to a magic show, so it wasn't much. I just sat in a little booth and sold tickets for a show. So yeah, let's go home. So I'm home now. The car was making some weird noises, so I thought I'd come home. That's why I didn't go any further. Yeah, so that was my life here in Niagara Falls. It's a lot different now that I started a much better job. I go to school away from here. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be, tomorrow plans might change because of the car and the noise it's making, but we're going to figure it out. My dad and I are going to look at it tomorrow. And then yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If so, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.